Hi. So I realized I haven't really sat down and had a longer chat with you in a while. And I've been on my mind has been the whole thought about, taking my life back. What does that really mean? And I think sometimes we imagine, it's going to be one huge decision or one moment that changes everything. And it's certainly that hasn't been the story for me. My experience has been very different from that. For me, recently, it's been a lot of relatively small things, choosing how I nourish myself, moving my body, clearing things from my home, thinking about, what I want my environment to feel like, and also how I want to feel in my environment. Becoming more visible, picking up the camera every day and talking to you and making space for things that I enjoy. And none of these things individually changes a life overnight, but perhaps together, collectively, they do. I've also realized that, taking my life back, taking your life back doesn't necessarily mean waiting until everything is resolved, all the difficult things have disappeared, the challenges. I think life isn't suddenly perfect. There are still things that I'm navigating, still challenges that I'm facing. But I don't want to put my life on hold while I'm waiting for everything else to be resolved. I want to live. I want to dance. I want to laugh. I want to play. I want to express. I want to be creative. I want to be fully me. And I can still choose what belongs to me today. When I started this 105-day journey, I don't think I completely understood where it was going to take me. I thought I was committing to showing up, moving my body, and obviously making some changes. But increasingly, I think I've been reclaiming little pieces of myself. Even raw emotion has become part of that. And it's not really about saying, look at me, I'm eating raw food for the next 118 days. It's more about I'm choosing something that feels good for me at this point in my life. Something that's familiar, something that I know nourishes me more than nutrition. It's something that my soul connects with. And I'll talk about that maybe in another video. But it's something that's vibrant. I'm putting living food in my body. And that in return is giving me my life in terms of energy, clarity, high vibration. And I love the feeling. And in knowing, at day 118, I get to choose again. And that's the thing. I think also allowing myself to say I'm doing 95% raw. That was so freeing for me because in the past I have been, a perfectionist. I have been someone who had to get it right for fear of failure. And 95% is good enough. And it allows some flexibility and freedom. And I think that's really important for me anyway. It doesn't mean I'm going off the rails. Freedom might mean, as I've said before, maybe using what they call nourish, nutritional yeast, perhaps using, which I haven't yet, but puffed quinoa to make a crunchy exterior for some mushrooms. So it's still healthy, and in the scheme of things, it's a great choice, and it gives me more diversity in terms of the food creations that I'm making. So perhaps there's something for you to think about too. Is there an area of your life that you've been waiting to reclaim? And does it actually require some enormous change? Or is there one small thing that you could choose today? Maybe taking your life back doesn't happen all at once. Maybe we take it back, one choice at a time. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. And until next time, be kind to yourself and thank you for watching. Bye.